Hello everyone, this is Angie at Stampin' with Amore, and today I have a technique card to share with you, and it is a pop-up card. So I made the front really simple just by adding some designer series paper and a few balloons because all the action is on the inside. So this is what's on the inside, and so it says happy birthday, wishing you your best year yet. And it's so cute. I really love this. This would be a really cute one for children or any age actually. I think I would like it. It's so cute. But anyway, I hope you enjoy this. It's going to be a little bit of longer tutorial because there is a lot to go over. I have two techniques actually. I'm going to be doing some sponging, and I am going to be showing you the technique on the pop-up. But I already went ahead and cut out the balloons and the strings and the little stars that are on the inside here. So that is what we are going to do because it would take me all day if I sat here and stamped and ran all of those through the Big Shot. I am going to show you how I got these cut out and the technique of how I got it to pop out. All right, let's get started. So you are going to need some Whisper White, and I am using the thick. The thick really works well for this, and it's really makes a really nice pop out. So I would use the thick Whisper White if you can. And this is 5.5 by 4 1/4, your regular card base. And then you need a piece for the pop out, and this piece is 4 by 4 1/4. And then to mat this piece right here, I'm using this time Coastal Cabana, and this is 3 3/4 by 5. And then for the sentiment on the outside, it's 1/2 by 3. So it's 1/2 by 3. All right, so I am going to show you the balloons because I already cut them all out, and I don't know what I'm doing here. I think I have, let's see, you need 6 balloons. So I had one too many. So you need 3 for the inside and 3 for the outside. So I'm using the Real Red, the Gorgeous Grape, and the Pacific Point for the inside, and then these 3 will go on the outside. I also cut out all the strings, and so you need 6 of those. So I cut out all of those 6. And then I cut out also 3 of the little ribbons that go on the inside. These are going to be for the top of your balloon. So there's 3 of these. And then I cut out also 3 Daffodil Delight stars. And these are for the top here on the balloons. We're popping these all up so it gives you even extra dimension on it. All right, so I think that's everything. And then I will show you how we're going to do this. So let me set these aside. And we'll have everything ready to go to put on there. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is score our piece for our little pop out. So you are going to score on the 4-inch side, not the 4 1/4. You're going to score on the 4-inch side at 1/2, 1.5, 3.5, and that's it. So that is all your scoring. Super easy. All right, I'm going to sharpen these score marks. And so this is what fits on our card and what's going to pop out. Now, this is the bundle that I'm using, and if you haven't seen my video of the other card that I made with this, it's super cute too. I really love this bundle. So it's the So Much Happy bundle, and it has this happy right here. This is what we're using, and on my last video I talked about how I bent this. So be very careful with this one because if you are careless like I was, and I got in a hurry and I bent it. But it still works perfectly fine, so I'm lucky. All right, these are all the dies that come with this. So you get the balloon dies, and we're going to use this one to cut out a piece to do our clouds for the inside of it. And I already did that. So this is the piece here that we're going to use to do our clouds. All right, so now this part, I'm going to scoot these out of the way again. We are going to bring up the big shot. And I'm going to show you how we're going to do this. So you're going to lay this on here. Make sure you center it pretty well. I'm eyeballing it, but if you want to measure, you can definitely measure it. And you're going to do it on this, there's a 1/2 inch here. You're going to do it facing that 1/2 inch right there. You're just going to use a piece of purple tape to hold it in place. And we are going to run it through. And it's normal to hear all those little cracking noises. And then there's our happy right there. Now I'm going to show you how I did the little pieces to overlay with the Designer Series paper. And by the way, I'm using All the Brights Designer Series paper for this, the 6x6 Designer Series paper pack. And I'll list everything that you need for this on my blog. There'll be a supply list. So what I did was I just took these tiny pieces right here, and these were all scrap I had, and I lined up this happy, and I used some of my purple tape. You can use washi tape or whatever, and just start piecing your pieces together so that they line up like that on your Designer Series paper. So you only need little pieces, and then what I did was I just ran it through. It's really simple to do. Just keep lining up your pieces, and you're going to get your letters cut out. And you do have to cut some of these to get your letters. You will have to cut them. I need to get my little scissors here. So here's the A. You do need to just cut straight across on these, and you'll have your letter. It goes really, really easy. It's really fun to do, to actually get these in all of the colors that you want. Even if you don't want to do this, you can actually color them with your blends if you want to. But I love the Designer Series paper on these. So we're just cutting out that little piece that's there. And then I have 2 P's. Just cut it straight across. And then the other P. I admit this takes a little bit of time, but it's really worth how cute it looks. All right, let's move this out of the way. I think that's all the big shot work that I'm going to do on camera, since we already did all the balloons. Now I'm going to take some wet glue, and we're going to adhere it to our happy here. Don't get too much on there. I always have to end up sharing it with the next letter, because I tend to get a little heavy-handed. And then you're just laying these on here. Make sure you have it in the color order that you want it to be on your project, because now your P's don't matter. The P you can change them up because they'll fit on both of these. You can interchange them. And then just our Y. That's why I use the wet glue, because it gives you that extra time, wiggle room. But it is really cute once you get it all on there. So look how cute. Isn't that adorable? I really love how that turned out. All right, so now we need to do the inside of our card before we go any further. We're going to do actually the outside this time last, which I know is a little bit different, but yeah, we need to do all our sponging and get this all together before we do our outside piece. So I'm using this little piece I told you I cut from the die that we have in the same bundle, and I'm just lining these up, and we are going to use, I bought these on Amazon. They have them all over Amazon. You can check them out there. They're not real expensive. You do have to buy them to replace them every once in a while, because this part will get weak, but it's well worth the, I think I spent $14 and I think I got 10 of them. So we are going to just start going in a circular motion, and you need to pick up a lot on your brush so that you get the effect here. And we're just going to keep moving it down. I'm going to keep kind of moving it to the left or to the right, just to get it clouds not to all be lined up, but to be a little bit. And you could put a reusable tape on here to hold it down, but it's not really necessary on this, because really not necessary to keep peeling it off and on. And so we're just going to keep going, and it's going to give it that effect of clouds. Try not to get too heavy-handed with it. Sometimes I get a little heavy-handed. Okay, so now we're at the very end of it right there, and all I did was I turned it around and I just inked up the rest of that, just to give you a little edge so you don't get it onto this area here. And then that's it. Isn't that cute? Looks like a bunch of clouds. I did give it a little heavy-handed there, but it's okay. It still looks pretty, and it looks like clouds going by. But it's a really fun technique. You can use this for anything, any cards that you want to make. All right, so now let's go ahead and we're going to attach this. I'm going to use some of my Stampin' Seal Plus, and I'm going to run that on the top. And we're only doing it on the top part. You want to go up. You're just going to set this at the top here. You want to go up about, oh, let's see, about how far did I have that? It's like 2 1/4. It's like maybe 2 inches up. You can do it any way you want. I'm just eyeballing it, and I'm just pressing it down. It's about 1 3/4 to 2 inches, and that's how we're going to put that. Oh, and I forgot to put our balloons on. We should have put our balloons first, because the strings are going to hang down on the bottom there. So let me see if I can lift this gently really quick. Yeah. As long as I get it right back on the same, I think we'll be fine. All right, so now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pop up all these balloons. That's the front balloons. I need to get the right ones. So I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of these, and then we're going to add our strings. And I'm just adding the strings. You can use, I think I'll use this will be a little bit quicker on camera. I used the wet glue before, and it took a little time to dry, so I think this way it'll be a little bit quicker. I'm doing such a small piece. All right, so let's add some strings. Add one to this one. I'm trying to tuck in the the little glue adhesive there. We're going to do that one. And then we have one more. Don't forget to add your balloons. This is the second time I did that where I forgot to add my balloons. Alright, so let's peel off these backings. And we're going to put one here. We'll put one on this side. And then this one's going to go in the middle. Let's put that one a little bit higher. Alright, now this, again, it's very, very, I'm going to just go ahead and add some more to make sure it doesn't come off. Alright, and we're going to add this again. Make sure you have it even on both sides. And we're going to glue that down there. And now what you're going to do is you're going to push this down. You're going to add to the bottom here that 1/2 inch mark, that 1/2 inch area right there, and then you're just going to fold this up and then rub that. And there's your little pop-up. Isn't that easy? It's really easy to do. Alright, so let's add our stars. We're going to pop these up as well with some dimensionals. And we're going to add our strings. There is a lot of big shot work with this, but it goes so fast. I'm really surprised how fast it really went. Just running everything through at one time. I stamped everything and then ran everything through. I got this a little bit darker than the last one, the little clouds in the background, but it's okay. I think it looks fine. I tell you, I get a little heavy-handed sometimes, and you don't have to with that ink and blender at all. So let's put our little, I'm going to use my tweezers for this. So that one goes there. There's a lot of detail in this, so whoever gets it is really going to be surprised by the detail that you put into it, but it's so much fun. Alright, so there's our inside. Let's go ahead and stamp. We're going to go ahead and stamp with Memento Black the sentiment for the inside. And the sentiment is from the Best Year. It's from this stamp set right here. I love the sentiments in this one, and I love the writing on it. So we're going to stamp this one on the bottom. And then we are going to use some Daffodil Delight. And you can also cut 2 extra stars out if you want to put on the bottom, but I'm going to just stamp the stars. I'm just going to stamp one on each side. But you can also cut 2 more out and use those like you did on the top here. Alright, now we're ready to put our front together. Alright, so I'm going to make sure this is sealed down. I'm going to add my matting here. I don't need that one. I need the regular. This is the regular stamp and seal. Make sure my writing's on the right way. There is a direction to this writing. And then we're going to go ahead and stamp the sentiment. Oh, I forgot to do the birthday yet on there. We're going to stamp the sentiment on this 1/2 inch piece by 3 to celebrate you. And we need to stamp the birthday sentiment as well. And I'm going to need to cut this piece, but let's go ahead and stamp the birthday. This is for the inside. I'm just going to cut this small here. So this piece is 1/2 as well, 1/2 by 1 3/8 about. All right, so let's put some more I want to keep saying snail, but the Stampin' Seal. This goes on the bottom here. So it's right there, so it says happy birthday. And then we're ready to dovetail this one. We're going to add this. We're going to pop dimensionals on this one, and then we're going to do our balloons because I don't want to get ahead of myself again. Always remember balloons first. Again, I'm just going to use some Stampin' Seal to put on the, and it's so hard to do that with this because it's such a little area, but I don't know what's harder, this or the glue. If you have time, just use your wet glue. It works a lot better than trying to put your Stampin' Seal on it. I'm just doing this to make it quick, and it always, when I do little pieces like this, it always wants to stop. Alright, so let's add, getting this all over us, add these here. And you can add them however you like, in whatever direction you want them going. I'm just putting them on. Alright, and we are going to, I'm going to use the wet glue. Put our adhesive on here. And our sentiment is going to go here. So we're going to put one here. This is another reason I like the wet glue. I've gotten, when I first had to start using the wet glue, oh my goodness, I did not like using it. It was all over my hands, but I really, really like it now. And I'm doing a dimensional on this one. This is, by the way, going to fit in your regular envelope. And then this one's going right in between. Now we're going to take these backings off and scoot all this stuff out of the way. This is going to go over the top of these like that. And I am using my black and white baker's twine, and it comes in this Playful Pets trim combo pack with the real red ribbon. I love this. I thought it was really cute for this. So I'm just tying a bow for that. I really like this color on the front. I did the Daffodil Delight on the last one, but I think I like this one better. Which would just tell me which one you like. All right, let's put the bow on right there, and then there you have it. It's all done. It's really not difficult at all. You need to try it because it's super fun, and it's really fun. The inside is really fun. All right, so here are both of them. Aren't they cute? I hope you enjoyed it, everyone. If you need any supplies, you can go to my blog at stampingwithamore.com and shop from my blog. This is the July Hostess Code, and I put you in a drawing to win Hostess dollars at the end of the month. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications each time I upload a new video. I hope you all have a blessed one, and I'm going to catch you in the next one. See you later, everyone. Bye.